Hi everybody, welcome back to Tam Predicts, and today we are doing if your birth date is there on the thumbnail, then this love reading is for you. What's going to happen, what's happening, what do they want to say, or what is the general scenario. Remember, this is also a general reading, might or might not resonate. There are a lot of you out there listening to this reading. Also, a few messages might resonate, what's happening in your life or what you can expect. So let's see, I've got different cards here. I'm just seeing if I need one more card. Any other deck that I want to use today. Basically, I've got 2-3 decks and I'll see if I want to use more cards. I'm going to use Wisdom of the Oracle only and the other cards. So let's see, without wasting any time, let's jump into the reading. What do they want? What's happening in your relationship? So let's start with this. Yeah. First is round and round. Some of you are going round and round in circles, or it's the same story repeating every time. They are coming towards you, then there is something else happening, and then again, going back to the same loop. Things become better, then again things become back to normalcy. I've got a red and it's matching red here, so maybe I feel the color for you is red. I mean, the good color for you is red for the next 7 days, I get. Okay, and this is a timeless reading, so this is what's happening now whenever you listen to this. So somewhere you're going round and round in this situation. Things are going fine, then again the things are back to being hot and cold or not being normal, trying to better things. But what's happening is whatever you do, you come back to the normal. They're going round in spirals, with the person. You're not coming out of that cycle where everything is right, because it goes hot and cold and then fine and then hot and cold and then fine. So that cycle needs to break somewhere. All that glitters. I think somebody is wearing a mask in the relationship. The person you're dealing with could be wearing a mask, or they might not be even telling you why this is happening. A lot of times the person themselves are very confused that what to expect from this relationship, or the way it started, it's not going. So they're also confused somewhere. That's why they are themselves going round in circles and they're making you go round in circles. And remember, all that glitters is not gold. So the way you seeing it, the relationship, there might be some problems, there might be red flags, or there is a mask here. If you see, I mean, you saw the person as someone very different, and down the line the person changed somewhere, and you're like, really, I mean, I thought you are caring, or you'll give me more time, but something made them change, or they were not the person that you thought they were. That's the most important message here, I think. And you're wondering what happened to them down the line. Especially you think they were or they are wearing a mask, not telling you what's happening, and especially putting you round and round in circles. A message could be coming, a message that might give you clarity, or a message they might want to say something. I feel they want to say something. I think they'll keep it very short, or if you guys haven't been communicating much, I think it's just through messages. Okay, the other thing I get is just through messages. Maybe it's not a call, you've not been talking much, the number of calls have reduced, but it's definitely through messages that's going on. But for you also, that's sometimes it's like a lot of times you'll get more messages, sometimes less messages. So there's a cycle in everything, even with calls. Suddenly they'll call you, suddenly they disappear. So that's what's happening. I mean, somewhere in the cycle, you're somewhere caught in the cycle. So I think the collective message or the collective energy that I'm getting today is, I mean, getting caught in the cycle somewhere, and wanting to break away from the cycle. You want to know, you want clarity in this situation. I think clarity is missing, no matter what it is, but clarity is missing in this situation is what I get. So no place like home. I think here it's a very different meaning for me today. It's like, I think you have to be at home, without people around you, in a room, in your room, and understand what's happening in this situation. Because I feel right now you're not really feeling comfortable. It doesn't feel like home with them right now. I mean, it used to feel very good with them. It's just that you found your soulmate, your twin flame, but I don't know what's happening, and you're like, are they really there in my life? I used to feel like this with them, but what happened? They've totally changed. Should I be with them? Should I not be with them? I think their confusion is also putting you under a lot of doubts, and there's no clarity. I think you want clarity, and right now I think what you want to do is just go away somewhere and where you alone. Look at this. I mean, nobody can access this place. Look at this. I mean, nobody can come towards you. You want to go, or probably the other message that I get is, you're almost saying like, I want to run away from this place and go somewhere where there's nobody, no phone, nothing. And I want to clear my mind. I just want to escape all this, and understand what's happening, and I don't need all this drama right now around me. I think there's so much drama around you, and there's so much games and manipulation happening every day that you're like, oh, are they really in love with me? Are they not in love with me? Do they want to see me? They don't want to see me? I mean, every day becomes different with them. If they'll call, they'll be nice and all, and you'll be like, oh, they're into me. Next 4 5 days they'll be really different, and that's really messing up with your mind. Deep knowing, somebody have a deep knowing about this relationship, how it is, what the person is like, what do you need to do. We all have intuitions and deep knowing, and you're like, you probably not addressing it. Deep down you know what's happening in this relationship. Should you be there, should you not be there, or does the person need you? Is the person not going to come back or call you? But this is something that you're ignoring. There's a deep knowing. It's telling you, it's a telling feeling. When we say that, yes, I know this is going to happen. And when this happens, we normally say our intuition, yes, I knew this will happen. But somewhere you're not addressing it, even if you know that there's a deep knowing about it, that this is what is happening in my relationship. Your energy is very strong right now. It's all about you right now. You need to make a decision. It's all about yin, your side. I mean, I think also it says to me that think from a caring side, or think from a side, maybe put totally practicality aside, totally put emotions aside. Think from, normal caring person. You could be a male listening to this. So bring that out. I mean, bring that love out. Is it enough to run the relationship? Does it need more love, or does it, from your side, is the care not coming? So it could be you where you're not really caring, or you who's not really loving them, or it's probably you who did not pay much attention to them. So if there's a deep knowing about this factor also, I think you should factor in also and understand what really do you need right now. Because I feel here it's a situation where you do not have to really deal it with force or anything. You have to deal it with kids gloves, and with a lot of love and care, and it's like a fragile situation is what I get. A lot of numbers, but I do not know. I did not pick up any number. I just saw as this is 12 and it's about 3, and there is a new life. A lot of you are wanting a new life. It's like waking up. It's like, you want to wake up one day and you're like, oh, everything has gone back to normal. Or you want to wake up one day and you're like, okay, this is my new life. I'm going to start afresh. I'm going to start new. I don't care about the person in my life. I need to go ahead and live my life. Why am I living in a, waiting period, or that waiting life? I mean, you're actually living in a waiting period, thinking, hoping that one day these things will be okay, the person will come back. So is it really, do you have to wait for it? A lot of you wanting to mend, and it will mend. You both will have to work towards it. But a lot of you wanting to mend, and I'm telling you, it will mend for a lot of you. Remember, this is a Jan reading, so there'll be a lot of messages. Okay, it's not that all messages are for you or resonate with you. You know which message is right for your situation. So a lot of you are going to start mending the relationship. I think next, say, 6 days are very important for your relationship. Talk things out, try to mend it. Both of you should try to mend it. Both of you should stop accusing each other of what went wrong, and you did this and you did this. It should be what we should do as a couple. How can we take this forward? Never ending story. Actually, it goes back to this card, round and round, and never ending story. The person doesn't look very happy. Look at it. Not a very happy girl, and it's a never-ending story. It's somebody making you go through that cycles. I think it's a cycle with them. It's phases of good highs, bad highs and lows, and bad and good, and that naturally will drain you out. I also feel a very drained energy. You're like, oh my god. I mean, you were just okay for 3-4 days. You're back to your tactics. You're back to your old self. Which one should I believe? I mean, is it this one? Is it the good one? Is it the bad one? You're putting me through cycles, and every time they're breadcrumbing you, every time they're like behaving good with you, they know exactly what to say, the right words, the right things, the right messages maybe, and they know that they've got you, and even if you're angry with them, you stop being angry with them. So this is your cycle to break if you want to break it. Be fair. Really, you need justice in this situation. You want the person to be fair, the way they've behaved with you, or the way they've been behaving with you, hot and cold, and not giving you much attention, and where they got all the love but they gave nothing back, and they never thought it was their fault. I don't know, I get this. Sorry, it's a very all readings can't be same, but this one is a reading where I feel the person who's listening to it, is actually drained, is going through cycles, and you're like, I wish I could just stop all this, and I wish they could be just fine, and I don't have to wonder what the next day will bring me. You don't even know what mood they will see you in, or what's going to happen. So you're like, I just want life to be fair, and I want justice. Is it happening, not happening? Will they be fair to me? I mean, will they come out and say, I'm sorry, I was really wrong, and I was not fair to you, and I realize that, and I think I should be, I should do things for you too, and it has to be a balanced relationship. It can't be that one scale is up and one scale is down. It has to be totally balanced. Let's see what are the love angels saying. Exactly what I said, and this is unrequited love. You're not getting the love you want. I mean, one person needs more love because the other person is not giving love. So you can't just keep giving love. Maybe that's why the whole situation is unequal right now. The romantic feelings for some of you. There's a beautiful relationship. The romantic feelings. Remember, these are different stories. I mean, you really love them, they love you back. I feel a lot of romantic dates coming up. Or they're going to be more romantic, the way they're going to talk to you or whatever, they're going to message you. I feel a lot of romantic messages coming for you, especially if you are a number 7, I feel. If you're a number 7, if you were born on 7th of any of the months, I feel, yeah, that's for you. Let go of control issues for some of you. This is a big card, and with a big message, important message. That don't need to control, a lot of times control is the problem. Do not control the situation right now. If it's happening, it will happen. If they do not come back, you do not need to put an extra effort. If they have to come back, they realize their mistake, they will come back. A lot of you, I think, fear that, if I don't see them, or if I don't call them, if I don't keep calling, even when they don't call you back, they'll not remember me, or they'll not miss me. In fact, if they do not like you, if they do not love you, if they're not missing you, they're anyway not going to miss you. So it's nothing like, if you keep calling them, maybe they get more irritated. So you stop doing the hard work. I think today's reading is all about, you have to somewhere stop, doing all the hard work and let them come towards you, because I feel a very drained energy today, and I hope they come towards you, and for a lot of you, they will. So they want to offer you love, and you want them to offer more love. I think more love is coming, your way, and they're going to offer you love. Deep emotions. I think there are somewhere new beginnings, okay, but don't ask anything excess of, if they're coming towards you. I think take it slow. For some of you, do not jump in, suddenly when they come in, you'll be like, okay, 4 dates, 5 dates, call me the whole day. I think they want to make a difference. They want to come towards you, but that will happen slowly, okay? For some of you, thinking of 2 options, staying going, I think you're confused. It's more like a conflict. A conflict is going. Someday the relationship is very good. You'll give a lot of ticks, a lot of pros, a lot of cons the next day. So you're also doing this because they're confusing you. You want somebody to put in as much hard work as you have, because I feel someone who's invested a lot in the relationship. It's not about money here. It's all about invested in the relationship so much, emotions and love and time. And that's what you want back from them, You want them to recognize what all you've been giving them. Sorry, I'm having my tea also. This is a beautiful card, guys. It's satisfaction, and it says, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. I think you were getting defined by how the other person treats you, or what they think of you, or you kept waiting for them. You do things around them. If you have to go somewhere, you will not go somewhere because, they'll call me. What if they call me to meet me? I cannot take anybody else's call. What if they call me and my phone is engaged? I get all those things, okay? Do not do that. So let the relationship not define you. I mean, you have to be your own individual. I mean, don't lose your personality. For a lot of you, that's a big message. Let's see what zodiac signs we are dealing with. I'm sure there's a Taurian somewhere. I'm going to take out 6. Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. The person could be a Capricorn. Virgo. Okay. But no Taurian till now. We've got Aries. Okay, 3 more to go. We've got Cancer here. 2 more cards. Let's see. We've got Libra. And 1 more card. And we've got Gemini. Okay, finally, Taurians did not pop up in this one. Great. I mean, I get Taurians every time. So those could be the signs you're dealing with, or this could be your sign. And remember what I said today. Make a decision. Do not wait. I mean, right now the energy is very heavy. I think you know when to get out of the loop or not to get out of the loop, because depending on the way they're reacting, if they're coming back, let them come back slowly, let them take their time. If they're back, they'll definitely be back, And for those who are waiting, I mean, you need to understand, is it really a game? Do you need to wait more, or do you need to talk it out, or whatever you want to do? It's all the guidances are here. So thank you so much, and I'll be back again with another reading. And do comment and like and share. And thank you so much, guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.